Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria, and we are having a look at March of 2025 for your money and career. This is for all Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. So, in general, the month of March, we're very much on a little bit of a roller coaster ride. There's some wild and crazy astrology going on. One of the best things that we can do this month is pause, take a step back, and reflect before making impulsive decisions. Okay, we do have eclipse season upon us, and you guys are going to be one of the most impacted by this energy. We've got a full moon lunar eclipse in your sign. This is on the 13th of March. So this can bring sudden, unexpected events. This can bring fated events and happenings into your life. Something may come to fruition for you, but this can be a huge, significant turning point, a big shift for you guys, okay? This might be where you may actually be at odds with somebody in your world as well. The difference between what you want and your goals and your dreams and what someone else wants, because we do have the lunar eclipse in your sign in the first house, and the sun is in the is opposing in the seventh house. So it's this little bit of a push and pull. It can be between you and another person. Granted, full moons can bring healing energy as well. So this could be where you surprisingly or shockingly really resolve your differences so that you can move forward. But we do have Venus retrograde in Aries as of the 1st of March. This is it can be angry, it can be impulsive, it can be, very passionate, very spicy, but we can, have a little bit of a warrior mindset with this particular energy, which isn't necessarily always bad, because we can fight for what we want, kind of thing, advocate for what we want, but it can get quickly heated and out of hand. We can have strained relationships in that. So just keep that in mind. Venus will be in retrograde all the way up until about the middle of April, but it'll move into Pisces though on March 27th. So this does bring in a gentler energy. But so the first 3 weeks or so of March, a little bit spicy. Okay, on top of that, we've got Mercury retrograde in Aries. So Mercury retrograde is always an interesting time, but right in the middle of eclipse season, this can be really volatile. So again, ground and protect your energy. Be more observant of the world around you and think and connect with your heart space before you make impulsive decisions and perhaps take impulsive action on things here, okay? Really pay close attention to your communication, not just your external communication with other people, but the internal dialogue within yourself as well, because this lunar eclipse can be where you are really hard on yourself, Virgo, for some reason, and so we don't want you to go down that little negative rabbit hole, right? We want you to feel good and confident about yourself. But you could be really focused on, where you're headed and what's going on with your money, your career. Just be aware that people may be, a little bit more bitey in your workplace here. And of course, any kind of conversations about money that you may have with a spouse or family member could also get a little bit out of hand. So maybe go in with a little bit of a game plan if you need to talk about something important. Okay, but we do have a a solar eclipse, a super new moon in the sign of Aries, and this is coming in on the 29th of March. So this can be some bold, inspired new beginnings. It is supercharged energy. And of course, new moons can certainly be about something new. And of course, we're in an astrological new year. So we're cleansing and purging and getting ready for tomorrow. And this can be a great time to let go of any kind of fears and doubts, anything that's been holding you back. Because it's retrograde season, we can have something come back. Something from our past, and it might be old patterns, belief systems around money, belief systems about yourself. Do you believe that you're worthy of prosperity, abundance, and success, right? Or is there something there that's limiting your beliefs? Time to get it out in the open, time to release all that energy and really step into your passion. Some of you might be perhaps giving up on a passion project that you've had going on. Maybe you've lost connection with it, or you just feel as though, there might be something a little bit more interesting for you. But at the same time, we can be starting new passion projects here as well, especially in relation to your money. So you could have a business idea that could potentially get off the ground, or probably a little bit closer to that new moon though, rather than the full moon. Okay. So we've got the Queen of Buttons coming in here first for you as your overall energy, nurturing your goals and your dreams, nurturing your manifestations, nurturing your home, nurturing your environment, and ultimately nurturing yourself. The Queen of Buttons is an energy of prosperity, of abundance, of success, but it is one that is a patient energy, a quieter energy. We're not, we're not charging out of the gate full of fire. We're really paying attention to details, and we're taking our time. And when we do that, things tend to stay around for a little bit longer, right? Especially if you're making any money moves. Maybe you're looking for something for the long term rather than a get rich quick kind of scheme. This can certainly represent that you might be focused on your home, or you are taking a more practical approach to money and to your career path here. It is a very patient, very calm, very down to earth energy. And so that's actually really good for you, right? But you could have something coming to fruition with the Queen of Buttons here. It is the Queen of Pentacles energy, or you could be connecting with a very helpful, very generous person. This person might give you some advice. Maybe they give you a chance at a career goal, or at something that can give you a little bit more money. This can be where you are paying attention to your home finances, but you're not making any like sudden moves here. This can be that person that you're dealing with, right? And you're both very calm and very practical about your money matters in this energy. So, but there could certainly be some growth there for you. We've got the Three of Wands here as well. And so the path forward is clear. You could be actively clearing obstacles and blocks and making some decisions for your future. You're looking out to see what direction that you want to head in, and you are waiting for the right moment. So it's really important. I do like this energy for you, because I mean, yes, for some of you, you could have something that is blossoming, right? You might actually just be blossoming here. But with the Three of Wands, we are waiting for the right moment to make a move. And that's where the Queen of Buttons comes in, as being very patient and very calm. So if you are looking to make some change, or if there is something that new that you want to do, or something that you want to expand upon, the Three of Wands, we can expand, then I feel like here you're taking your time. You're not rushing into anything. You're putting a plan in place, and you are waiting for when it feels right. You're trusting some instincts there, I think, here with this energy. Now, on the other hand here, of course, some of you could be spending some money. The Queen of Buttons, because it is a nurturing energy, you could be nurturing yourself, nurturing your own needs. And the Three of Wands can be an energy of travel. So maybe some of you are spending a little bit of money on you, and going out and having some fun, or, taking a little bit of a trip somewhere. Maybe it's to see a friend, or maybe it's to do something fun, whatever it happens to be. You're certainly maybe even keeping your options open, but it looks like you're trying to make a decision about what the right date might be. Now, I do have to say, the back of the deck for your main energy here, we do have the Lovers card here. So this can certainly be about commitment to yourself, your goals, your dreams, but also to another person. Now, this is soulmate energy. So, and like I said at the beginning of your reading, your lunar eclipse in your sign, it's in your first house, which is self, which is you. But it's opposing with the sun. The sun's on the other side, and that is in your seventh house of relationships. So again, this relationships are playing some sort of role in your world in the month ahead. So this can be that some of you here, you're maybe moving to a new house. Maybe you're moving in with a significant other, but you have to resolve some differences. You're waiting for the right time here. It's like, is this the right time to move together? Do we share the same money outlook and money goals? Are we looking to, are we on the same page with the division of responsibilities, especially financial ones? So there could be some things to talk about there in that energy. But the Lovers card is also about, who or what you want to connect with. And it is about following your heart and trusting your ability to make the right choice for yourself. So this is soulmate energy, can come in many different ways. Yes, it can be love and romance, right? But it can also be the right job, the right company, the right department, the right coworkers, the right business partnership. And, this is where if we're not feeling like we're kind of on the same page, or that, we even share the same vision, then you may have an opportunity to find something a little bit new. But whatever it happens to be, there's choices that are in front of you for the month ahead. Okay, choices that are going to nurture you and help you grow or get yourself in a better situation. But here in this energy, I do feel like there's maybe like a house move somewhere. You might be doing some negotiation somewhere along the way, or you're looking for that perfect spot to live, the perfect neighborhood with the right school district and the right distance from where you work, so that you're not necessarily spending 3 hours a day in the car and that kind of thing. So I do feel like there is some sort of move somewhere along the way for you guys. And I do feel that for some of you, it's connected with your home. We've got the Queen of Matches here for you as well. So we got two queens. Queens make decisions. And queens are also open, receptive, and very creative in their energy. But the Queen of Matches, this, yes, of course, can be your buttons, your energy. Okay. And this is about, this is you and your confidence and your ability to create and make the right decisions, be honest and truthful with yourself and others around you. This does show a little bit of courage. So if there's something, there might be something here that there's an opportunity for you to make more money, or to have that, go on that business venture of your own, right? Open up your own business, be a consultant, or whatever it happens to be. Turn a home-based business into a brick and mortar, or expand, or just even get something off the ground. And the Queen of Matches shows that you have the courage, you've got the vibes, you've got the jive to do whatever it is that you want to do. It is fierce, it's inspired, all right, and it's really about trusting yourself to really follow your path towards your abundance. But this is this exciting energy here as well. So both of this can be you. You've got this down-to-earth practical energy, but you've also got this fiery energy around you as well, action-oriented. And very creative in its energy here as well. And this is nice, actually, because it's where the fieriness of the Queen of Matches is tempered by the Queen of Buttons. So we're a little bit more on an even keel here with this energy. Now, both of the Queen of Matches is a blessing for you as well. So there could be a couple of different people, at least one, maybe two, that are influencing your world. Maybe someone that gives you some advice, or someone that you want to go on a trip and an adventure with, right? So your Queen of Matches often does come in as like a best friend kind of energy, someone you can talk to, someone that's enjoyable to be around, but someone whose opinions you can really trust, right? They're not going to lead you astray in that energy. So maybe you get some advice, you partner up with this person. This can be someone new coming into your life, perhaps. Again, we've got some partnerships that are really highlighted for you. But it's like good chemistry with this person. So whether they're just giving you a helping hand, or whether you're embarking on some sort of adventure or partnering up with this person in business, whatever it happens to be, it's an exciting match for you there. We also have the Hermit coming in as a blessing. Your blessing is you. Love that came out there for you. So you could be experiencing some blessings around this lunar eclipse. And remember, a lunar eclipse is a full moon. It is in your sign. And this can be a culmination of energies that started at the new moon in your sign. So think way, way back to 6 months ago, to around your birthday. What were your intentions? What were you doing? What new were you working on? Or what were you wishing for? And this can be where something is really, really blossoming for you. This can also be an energy where when you go in and reflect, you can really figure out what you truly desire, what's going to work for me, where do I want to go. You're lighting the star, you're making a wish, and you're lighting your lantern that guides you and leads you forward. So a little bit of soul searching meditation can certainly help you at this time. And even if you're just trying to make some decisions with your finances, right? Take that step back and, be open and assess your situation, go internal, and really know that whatever decisions that you're making, that you're trusting yourself to make the right ones. All right. Again, this is all about you. It's your energy. And of course, there is a healing element that comes in here. There's some enlightenment that comes in. So if you've got some issues around your money or your career path, this can certainly be a month where you figure things out. But again, you could certainly have something coming to fruition with this lunar eclipse. Now, will something all of a sudden pop in right on the eclipse day? Probably not, but you've probably felt some energy going on. So within the next couple of weeks or so, or certainly with the solar eclipse coming in, this can be something really exciting for you in that timeline, right? So whatever your situation is, be open, be receptive, but be willing to take some steps forward and make some decisions. All right. And this will certainly, you let your own inner light guide you, right, to see what your answer is and what steps to take or what direction to go in, right? When we've got the Three of Wands, we're waiting for the perfect thing. We're waiting for the perfect opportunity, the perfect house, the perfect travel deal, whatever it happens to be. So just be aware, though, that there is, even though the card is in the upright, okay, is that waiting for perfection. Sometimes the best things aren't 100% perfect. So sometimes we do need to kind of just take a little bit of a chance and take that little step forward. All right. Because if we wait for something to be 100% perfect, we could be waiting a long time. There is a beauty in imperfection sometimes. Okay. And we need to see the possibilities, which is why we need to take a step back with the Hermit, right? Take that step back, turn inwards a little bit. Is this the right time? What is the potential of this opportunity? Or can I fix this, right? Or when do I need to have this conversation? All right. We do have the King of Cups showing up for you here, and he is in the upright as well. However, he's in your challenge position. All right. So the King of Cups really does have to do with kindness, compassion, generosity, healing, very creative energy, very spiritual energy here as well, very intuitive. So this can certainly be an energy of, instead of being kind and compassionate to yourself, you beat yourself up. And, so it's like a little bit of lack of confidence, a lack of faith in yourself. You could also be working through something with a significant other. The King of Cups, very lovey-dovey and romantic. So if you've got, a relationship and you've got some money things that are at the forefront for you right now, then we need to work through those. When we do have a card in your challenge position, it's not necessarily a negative thing. It's something that's going to slow you down, something you need to deal with or be aware of, right? Or, something that can cause delays. And so we just need to work through that. Still a positive card. It's just that it's creating a little bit of a bump in the road for you in some way. Now, it could also be, again, just be aware, because the King of Cups is typically quite diplomatic. And quite empathetic. And so just remember in your dealings with other people, or even internally within you, okay, be kind, be compassionate, be diplomatic. Remember, we've got Mercury retrograde with the fiery spiciness of Venus retrograde, both in Aries, warrior energy. Okay, so, if you feel that, the energy is a little bit volatile, sometimes Three of Wands, we have to wait for the right moment. Timing is everything, right? And, we can pick the wrong time or we can pick the good time. And sometimes the outcome will be a little bit different, depending on which timing that we choose, okay? But ultimately, the King of Cups can be somebody that maybe you're waiting for, or maybe someone that maybe wants to help you a little bit there as well. And, maybe you're not necessarily open to help. Okay, but they are in the upright here. So it is someone that is has your best interests at heart there. It can be someone you're looking for as well, because they are very creative and they are a leader. So you might have a boss that leaves, Okay, leader, you liked this person and now they leave your workplace and now you're like, oh man, what's coming in? And you're waiting for it with the Three of Wands. But it can be someone very, very interesting with the Queen of Matches, right? It might not necessarily be a negative kind of person coming in, right? But it's change, and we don't always like change. But this can be where, you have a business idea and maybe you're looking for like a leader that's like a little bit of the creative driving force or something, or someone that just brings a little bit something else to the table there for you. Okay, we can have teamwork here as well, but we've got 3 people cards coming up here. And, maybe there is something going on here where there's someone not pulling their weight, the third wheel. Someone that is, maybe not on the same page, they're dragging their feet kind of thing, right? It's gonna be in your workplace. Someone who, because the King of Cups sometimes just likes to have fun. So, it can be someone that isn't taking something seriously, but this can be a person in your life where you share money matters with, and they may not be taking something seriously. They want to have fun with their money, and you might be the practical person. Okay, so you might have to find a common ground for that. Otherwise, maybe there's some big changes that are in the cards for you there. You could have a little bit of a creative block with that as well. Or, again, like we said a little earlier, kings are masters and kings are leaders. They take charge. And so it just might be that, you might have a little bit of a delay if there's something that you need to act upon and you are just waiting for the right time with that energy. We've got the Judgment card here as well. So you're trying to get something out in the open. When we have the Judgment card in your challenge position, there's something that's not quite clear. There's something that you don't know about, something that you can't see, because in the Judgment card, something is hidden in the dark and it needs to come to light. So again, money matters with somebody here, perhaps King of Cups, Mr. Lovey-dovey, romantic, I like to have fun. He or she, by the way, could be perhaps, they might have a secret shopping habit. Maybe they are really bad with their money. So if you do have a personal situation that involves your money, you move in with a significant other, or you're about to get married or something like that, we need to make sure all of our cards are on the table and that we know all of the details about money matters, their outlook on money, their spending habits, their secret shopping habit, that kind of thing, right? Because, if we can't find a common ground, right, we can't find that healthy balance, money can make or break relationships, as we all know. So with that Judgment card, there's an important decision to be made. Something needs to come out in the open. You need clarity on something, and it could be with a significant other. It could be something, with just you in general, whatever it is. There's something here that needs to come out in the open, and then you need to make an important decision. Do I spend the money? Do I go on the trip? Can we resolve differences in how we view money? Do I have old outdated beliefs about money? So that Judgment card there could be some sort of enlightenment, some epiphany, or something that we really do need to be honest and open about. Okay. But the Judgment card does speak to important decisions. So again, decisions are kind of really highlighted for you in the month ahead. But the Judgment card, like I said, with second chances or something coming back up from your past, or someone or something, or some thoughts or beliefs or some blockages. Okay, this is where we bring it out in the open with the Judgment card. Okay, we make that important decision. Can we resolve this? Can we fix this? Can we heal it? Can I forgive it, release it, let it go and start over? Or do I want this thing that's all of a sudden come in from out of the blue, and it's causing me quite a conundrum? Because we can reconnect with an old dream. We can connect with an old job, maybe a job opportunity that we thought had passed us by. We can reconnect with. You might bump into an old colleague, anything like that, but you could also be recognizing some hidden fears and doubts within yourself that affect your money situation there as well. And it's probably a good time to say that at the back of the clarifying deck, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is number 1, reminding you to be patient and pay attention to the details. All right, the devil is always in the details. Okay, but it is a reminder that one step at a time, one day at a time, you're getting to where you want to get to. All right. Knight of Pentacles here. We've got the Queen of Buttons, which is Queen of Pentacles. All right. But this can represent that there may be some offer or opportunity that is opening up for you that can bring you, Queen of Buttons, more prosperity and abundance into your life. So this Knight of Pentacles can be something hidden. The back of the deck can be something hidden, okay, or something that catches you off guard, or something that's coming in. It's just not quite here yet, but it's coming. It's on the way. All right. So whatever this happens to be, it could be you spending some money to, brighten your own day and treat yourself, but it can also be something that comes in that can bring you more money. But information can also be found with the Knight of Pentacles. So ask questions, pay attention to the details, and this all helps us to make whatever decision that we need to make. We've got the Universe card coming in here for you, and as advice from Spirit, and this is a great card. It's an extra card out of this particular deck. But this is all about infinite growth and infinite potential and your infinite ability to attract abundance, possibilities, and wonderful things to you. And so, if you've been feeling a little bit lackluster, or if you've got some of these lower vibe energies coming in this month, which, like I said earlier, wild energy coming in here, right? Spirit wants to make sure that truly, fully, and completely that you can achieve what you set out to achieve. That if you're looking for new opportunities, be open to them and have an idea of what you want, of what it is that you're looking for, so that you can attract it to you, and that you can align yourself with it. Now, if you're looking for a new job, let's say, right, you don't necessarily have to know what the job is, but what do you want it to look like? So perhaps some of you, Queen of Buttons, you want to set your own hours. You want to work from home. You want to be, you want something that's not super, super busy, but something that can, be really rewarding, or bring you more money than what you're making now. It's those kind of things, right? You don't have to know the industry, you don't have to know the job title or the company, but what do you want the framework of your day to look like, right? What do you want your waking hours, your working hours, your commute, what do you want that all to look like? And when we align ourselves with that energy, we're more likely to find it, right? And because that's what we're putting out there. So if you're looking for a work from home job, Queen of Buttons, right? That's the energy, that's the intention that you're setting. And you're more likely to find it when you know that. And sometimes we do get caught up in specifics. I want to work for this particular company, or I want a manager title. Well, if you're looking for some flexibility or some work from home, maybe it's not a manager, and it's not the only way that you can make some money. So whatever it happens to be, the universe has your back, and you are attracting all kinds of interesting things towards you. Just make sure that the energy that you're putting out is aligned vibrationally with what you want to attract back in. We've got the Eight of Wands as well. Know what you want and go for it. The Eight of Wands can be Spirit saying to you, be patient, be open, be receptive, see the possibilities, because your intentions have been heard. Energetically, there's some wonderful things going on behind the scenes, and you may get some good news very, very quickly. The Eight of Wands is about abundance. It's overcoming obstacles and challenges with ease, and it is reminding you that the energy that you put out is what you attract back to you. So make sure that you're putting the right energy out there, right? Hermit mode is going to be your key to success. For sure, right? Because to know what we truly want, what's going to make us happy, where do we see ourselves headed, we've got to go internal for that, right? So you got to do a little bit of soul searching. So meditation, grounding, soul searching will really be very important for you, and in the month, because of course, like I said, we've got lunar eclipse in your sign. It is intense. Okay, there's no word of a lie, intense. So if you can find some quiet space for yourself, that would be great. Okay. But the Eight of Wands does typically bring some really good news. It can also bring travel. So it can be that the universe is saying to you, get out of your house, go on a trip, go on a vacation. Two cards that potentially represent some travel. Hey, maybe you want to go on a trip with your best friend, right? Queen of Buttons, Queen of Matches, and your significant other, King of Cups, ain't too happy about it. but maybe that's what your soul needs at this time, right? I mean, it might be an issue. Maybe your significant other's like, well, we can't afford it, or how come you want to go without me? And it may not be anything negative, right? It's just that you want to go and have some fun with your best friend or something, or maybe you want to go somewhere that your significant other isn't interested in. And so you don't want someone hanging on your coattails being grumpy the whole time, right? So you're spending some money in the best way possible, but someone may just get their nose out of joint there a little bit, if that is you. But if you want to go on a trip or a vacation, even if it's just like, a couple hours away from home and you hop in the car, it can be something that soothes your soul, especially if you haven't done that for a while. So let's get a final message out here for you. And we've got Angel showing up for you there. Wonderful. It is a card number 2. 2s represent balance and harmony. Twos also represent decisions. And it's also the number of the High Priestess, right? Trust yourself, trust your wisdom to make the right decisions. Okay. Your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. And so with that Hermit card, again, very spiritual card. Same with the Judgment card. So you could be feeling some big shift internally within you, especially with an eclipse in your sign. It's nothing to shake a stick at, okay? Again, ground and protect yourself, but trust in the process. You could be getting some really interesting spiritual downloads, some guidance, watch for signs, symbols, synchronicities, all of those things, because you just never know where they're pointing you. And they could be pointing you somewhere really interesting. All right. And of course, your angel spirits and guides want you to be happy and comfortable in your 3D world. And they want you to have secure finances, or, they want you to feel like you're happy in your job, right? While also making money, which is a necessary evil. So call on your angels, your spirits, your guides for a little bit of help, guidance, and support, and you will get it. I'm going to leave all that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you. If so, please do like, share, and subscribe. I thank you guys so very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful eclipse season. Do watch for my eclipse videos. They're not out yet as I do this reading, but they're coming because we'll go a little bit deeper into that energy, okay? But I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.